Here's what we know about Rachel Banham. She can score. The latest 60-point performance is proof of that. She's Minnesota's all-time scoring leader. She's the all-time three-point shooter in Minneapolis as well. We all know that. She's been one of the best players in the Big Ten since her freshman year. What we might not know is how Rachel Banham was built. And it started at home, and it started from day one.
Rachel Banham may be the all-time leading scorer at Minnesota. But she isn't the first trailblazer from her family at the U.
My grandfather was a U of M police officer. I think he did that for at least 30 years. He was the first black police officer on the force.
I think he just really wanted to serve on the police department. There were some interesting times, and he pushed beyond that, and that were the type of values that I was raised with, too.
Not being fearful of anything and making a statement and not caring if he's the only one, and I like that. I think that's something that I want to do in my life as well.
Banham's parents continued the family legacy in law enforcement.
It was a great job. What Rachel was really interested in was my job as a sex crimes investigator, and she was actually really upset when I transferred just recently.
On a daily basis, her parents were going into a field where, you don't necessarily know if they're coming home that night, and I think that's probably a different environment to grow up in.
If I'm ever with my parents, they both usually have their guns on them or something, so I'm always feeling like I got my bodyguards next to me, you know what I mean? So I always feel really safe and protected, and just having them makes me feel really secure.
The personal security detail for their daughter does have some limits, as the Banham family found out on December 10th, 2014 in North Dakota.
I had stolen the ball, I was going down the court, and I was super pumped. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get an and one.
I looked at the bench and I was talking to them, and they were just looking right through me, so I knew it was something serious as I turned around, and it took me a few seconds to realize that it was actually Rachel.
I could tell she was upset, obviously very upset, but, that she was okay and that she'd be home soon and we'd figure this out.
Banham had torn her ACL. A senior at the time, she obtained a medical red shirt for a 5th year of eligibility. Her road to recovery commenced following surgery on January 5th, 2015.
Mentally it was totally the hardest part for me. Just thinking about it happening again. I had so many nights where I was just dreaming of it happening and wondering, am I going to be good again? Am I going to be able to get back on the court and be the player I was before? Or can I be better? Am I done?
We made the buckets for Banham shirts and we wore them every warm-up. It was just to remind us that we're out there fighting for Rachel.
Rachel fought for her teammates too, returning to the court after 11 months of rehab for the 2015 season opener.
The first time I felt that I was at full strength would be at Rutgers. I just had this step to me, and I was like, whoa, there it is. I had this second speed, and I was like, that's how I used to play.
Banham drains the three. Banham is feeling it.
She came out and hit those 10 threes. The first 2 or 3 of them she hit, I was like, she's just going to go off. I didn't even try and rebound anymore because I was just like, it's going in. I want to be the Big Ten Player of the Year. I want to be an All-American. For a team, I really want to go to the NCAA tournament since I haven't gone yet. I think it's about time.